2 3 டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் இருக்கும் லிங்கை கிளிக் செய்து ரூபாய் 25 லட்சம் வெல்லும் வாய்ப்பை பெறுங்கள். உங்கள் பசியார எங்கள் ருசி பேசும்.
Yenga Pona Raasa Sai galuache Kanji ari poche Ninje ari vaye Niyum nanum sida Niyum nanum sida Varke varmagum Indu varke varmagum Niyum nanum sida Varke varmagum Indu varke varmagum Yenga say Raasa Unmatolache Yenga Pona Raasa
Sweet sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a daybreak sure. Forest green, parsley, sage, rosemary, and traces of sparrows on rested ground. Without no seeds or need of bedclothes, the child of the mountain, she'll be a true love, sleeps unaware of the
Then she'll be a true love of mine.
Hi guys, this is Shashaa Tirupati and you're watching me on Behindwoods. I'm here currently at home during the lockdown against coronavirus, and I hope you guys are all practicing self-isolation and staying self-quarantine. Here are a couple questions that I've been asked, so I'm going to answer them for you guys right now. And guys, before I continue, I often go through the comments people put up in Behindwoods, and I often get people asking me why I speak in English and why I have an accent and why I'm not speaking in Tamil. Guys, Tamil is not my first language. Kashmiri is my first language, and the blessing is that I've been given the opportunity to sing so many Tamil songs, and I love the language and I love the music, and I feel a bit of a bond with the language and the people there. So, which is why my love for Tamil and the language and the music gets me to come and perform songs in the language. But it not being my first language is the reason why I can't converse in Tamil. And if somebody here offers to teach me, why not? I mean, you'll have to be a good teacher because I'm a terrible student. the recent movie watched at home and the next movie on my list. I personally am a huge fan of the Godfather trilogy, so I finished watching that again, probably for the 12th time, all three of them. So Vito Corleone, yes. So that's a movie that I just watched, like a trilogy that I just watched. Also, I just recently I watched Django Unchained. It's a Tarantino movie, and again, another director I'm a big fan of. A movie that I want to watch, or that I'm going to watch next, would probably be Okay Gunmoney. Again, I've seen the movie thrice already. I'm probably going to see it again. It's a gorgeous film. All right, what kind of secret do you want to know from your best friend or loved one? I think I would want to know what their first impression of me was. From a loved one, I would want to know what secrets they're keeping from me. One meme which made you laugh harder in recent times. A meme that made me really laugh recently. See, it's not a light situation or a situation that can be made light, the coronavirus, but if this is relating to the coronavirus. But I think a meme that is informative in a humorous way, I think there's no wrong in that coming out, because I think that'll have more of an impact, and it'll make people understand the issue a little more, connect with the issue a little more. And one such meme was the one about the Olympics recently, which is the symbol of the Olympic rings, which are generally, they overlap. In here, they're separate to highlight self-isolation and social isolation. So that's very intelligent, and I really like that meme. Most favorite Tamil TV show and web series. So I don't watch too many Tamil TV shows or web series. Maybe I should. Guys, if you have any recommendations, I would actually love to check some of them out. However, I do watch Tamil movies, and my all-time favorite will have to be Bombay. Hands down. It will have to be Bombay, and I also loved OKK, which I'm going to watch again. Raja Rani was a great film as well. I really liked it, and I was lucky to have a song in the movie as well. One habit that has not changed in you from childhood. I think I'm still a child in so many ways. So the habits stay as well. Ever since I was a child, I had this tendency to sleep with people talking. So even now, I live alone, but when I'm sleeping, I need to play somebody's voice. So I'll go onto YouTube, I'll play a documentary, or I'll play a movie that I'm not even watching. It's just this. So that's a habit I've had since I was growing up. Always had to feel like there's somebody talking for me to be able to go to sleep. So that habit's not changed. Recent book read and next book on your list. Oh my gosh, I think the biggest blessing during this self-quarantine period and during this self-isolation period is the fact that I get to read. Which is something that I really miss otherwise, and it's like my happy time. And I'm actually in between some 8 books right now. Again, I can't stick to one book. I have to keep changing and reading various books. So Sapiens, I'm in the middle of Haruki Murakami's 2 books that I'm reading right now. I just began one, and I'm almost done with Colorless, Tsukuru Tazaki, and his Years of Pilgrimage. Then I'm in between Ikigai. I'm also reading, I'm rereading The Diary of Anne Frank. And the book that I'm going to read after this is The Penguin Book of Irish Poetry. It's a gift from a friend I made in Ireland during my trip last year. Don't worry, guys, I'm not traveling right now. None of you should be traveling right now. But this was last year, and I did not bring the corona here. So I got this as a gift, and this is the next book I'm going to be reading. One thing I miss right now. Tim Hortons is what I miss right now. Tim Hortons is what I miss all the time. Being Canadian, I think that's just part of our culture. So the coffee there, I really miss it. A dark roast, 1 cream, 1 sugar. I miss that so much. I also miss my time in the studio, especially Rahman's hair studio. I really miss being in front of them. And I'm also missing my family right now. One happy part of being quarantined from society. I think the happiest parts are the fact that my house has never been this clean in an entire year. And so I've gotten about to cleaning my house and kind of making it a little more habitable. So that's one thing. And other than that, I think just the fact that you're more in touch with yourself, there's not that constant running around and traveling and gigging and recording and in and out of your workplace. I think right now it's a time where you can kind of just pull yourself together and think and just contemplate and that's the happiest part about and read and listen to so many new artists. I think that's another thing that makes me very happy. So I have the time and the headspace to do that right now. Are you bored? What's your plan for the next 20 days? I think because I suffer from ADHD, I have an attention deficit disorder clinically. And I think that really helps me from stagnating. So whenever I'm bored or whenever I feel like, okay, this isn't keeping me, what's it called? It isn't keeping me attentive. I'll immediately switch over to something else. So I think I kind of figure out ways of keeping myself entertained. And I do get bored very easily. So I think the best thing that I've been doing to not keep myself bored is making videos. I just made a video on my bed and I recorded the audio. I shot the video just like around my bed, on my bed. And yeah, it's a cover of a song that I'm doing. It's called I Can't Make You Love Me, which has also been performed by Priyanka Chopra. And I did a version of that. I edited it on my bed, everything. So when I'm bored, I like creating. And one or unforgettable gift you have received in your life. I think the most unforgettable gift that I've received in my life would have to be my music, my parents, especially my mother. And when it comes to people, it'll have to be two fans of mine who live in Australia. I won't take names to retain their privacy. Who fly down every year and they surprise me and pamper me and show me so much love with so much affection that they bring with them. A lot of love right back to them. So that would be the most unforgettable gift. And of course, the gift that I receive from all of the fans who love my music and who share my music and who show me so much love on social media and with my tracks. So guys, so many of you unforgettable gifts, all of you guys. Real versus real. Ever shocked with a real character of a celebrity which is completely in contrast with the real character? And for me, I think Ranveer Singh would be one of the most phenomenal examples. I've had the honor of meeting him in person, and I've seen so many different sides of him on interviews and also at award shows. And having met him and interacted with him in person, he was so calm, so composed, and just very supportive of talent and art. So, and you see a totally different character when you see him playing different roles, and you see a totally different person when you see him playing different characters. And I think he would be that example. Which celebrity's younger version you would like to meet? I think I would like to meet Rahman sir, Madan Mohan Saab, and I think Rajni sir. One message to the public during lockdown phase. So one message to you guys, please, please, please stay home, stay safe. You're hearing this a lot, but trust me, it's all about that. It's all about the isolation. It's all about self-quarantining. It's all about keeping a distance from people, even if they're your loved ones, even if they're your family. Wear a mask if you absolutely need to go down and get a bottle of water or milk or commodities. If you feel sick at all, please go and see the doctor, and self-quarantining is the most important. So have a word with your doctor probably before you go and see him. I think they'd be able to suggest better. And other than that, stay positive, keep yourselves occupied, do things that are constructive, support each other, and so much love to you guys. May this go soon, and peace and love and Best wishes to all of you. Love you.
S23 டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் இருக்கும் லிங்கை கிளிக் செய்து ரூபாய் 25 லட்சம் வெல்லும் வாய்ப்பை பெறுங்கள். உங்கள் பசியார எங்கள் ருசி பேசும்.